Douglas Bader was born in London, England, February 21st, 1910. He was a rough and tumble kid who loved many sports, including soccer and cricket, but his favorite was rugby. He was very fortunate to get a rugby scholarship to attend the Cardwell Cadet Program in 1923. After graduating, he joined the Royal Air Force Air Cadet Program and became a star on their rugby as well as their cricket team. His hand-eye coordination was remarkable, and his ability to see ahead of the play and be in the right place at the right moment to score a try or pass to a teammate who could was uncanny, a thing of beauty, really. Well, he also was pretty good at the two-point conversion. He had quite a leg up on everybody, whether kicking converts or using them to elude, then mow over the enemy, opponents. Well, maybe not. After all, this was rugby, a bunch of crazy athletic blokes crunching each other with bone-jarring tackles. He was a star on the pitch, because it was inevitable that it would be Bader there at the golden moment to do something that would turn the tide and eventually the outcome of the match. He was hot and he knew it. Perhaps he was a little bit cocky. Not. Ladies, the truth of the matter was he had great legs, and he also thought the rest was pretty fantastic too. Arrogant? Oh yeah. Though he felt he earned it, nevertheless, he was honoured to be asked to play on the All-England team on Saturday, December 19th, 1931. Bader's athleticism, conditioning, coordination, and field of play panache also made him an excellent pilot. Some thought he was the best. He certainly did. Some, though, thought he flew a bit too confidently and did risky maneuvers with apparent ease. However, 5 days before the big game, he was apparently showboating, or more accurately, showplaning, doing one of those blasted loops in his bulldog, but he did it a wee bit too low, and when he came round, the snout of his aircraft pranged into the ground. It was a front fender bender, and the front instrument panel crunched into his legs. They were a mangled, bloody mess. Oh, shit, damn, he cussed. I guess I won't be playing ball on Saturday. I just hope I can make it to the bloody game. He didn't, because he was damn lucky to be wrenched from the mangled wreck, and even luckier he didn't buy the whole flippin' kit and caboodle program right then and there. It was only because of his excellent health and conditioning that he lived at all. They sawed off his right leg above the knee straight away. And when he recovered sufficiently, they chopped the other one off below the knee. Needless to say, it was a life-changing catastrophe. He went from rugby star to bum in one stupid, idiotic moment. He was soon decommissioned from the RAF, for he could not pass all their flippin' tests, most notably the mile, in the allotted time. He didn't even try. He was given a small pension and got on with his life as a civilian, with a remarkably positive attitude. He was also determined to not walk with a cane, and he didn't until much later in life. Back in civilian life, he got a job with the company that eventually became Shell. He didn't like it, but it was a job. And he needed to do something because he couldn't make a living doing nothing. Hell, he was paddling up a creek without a paddle, or more figuratively, without a cane. He took up golf. And this sport would demonstrate his pig-headed determination. The very first time he took a swing, he hit a beauty. But he lost his balance and pitched forward onto the grass. Many rushed to his aid. But the bugger waved them away in a most cantankerous manner. No manners, really. With his driver, he finally managed to regain his upright bearing. But it was an act Houdini would have been proud of. Once again, he addressed the ball, and this time when he drew the club back, he keeled over the other way, much to the amusement of all those present. Some chuckled. Bader scowled. He did not hit the ball, and nobody offered any assistance after the last fiasco. He never did get good at standing up, but he instantly learned to keep his balance on his pegs and never did fall again. He had a thunderous drive and walked the whole course without a cane. He soon had a 7 handicap. Not bad for a bloke with 2 pegs for legs, wouldn't you say? He met Thelma, who was more than willing to pack his clubs, and he was happy to have her assistance in more ways than one. One of the other ways led to marriage bells ringing, October 5th, 1933. But they didn't live together. You see, Douglas figured he wasn't flush enough with cash to treat her like a lady, like her should be treated, or something like that. I guess he didn't have enough sense in this regard. So they kept it completely hush, hush. 1 year later, they officially got remarried, and everybody one might expect was there for the party, if not the ceremony. With the approaching war, Thelma thought her hubby was the only nut on the planet who prayed for war. Well, hell, that may be a bit too strong. Let's say he hoped for war. That sounds a bit cockeyed, but he was not as cocky as he once was. Maybe he, quote, wished for war, or all of the above forementioned